Hello children. Yesterday we started chapter 8, the circulatory system and the excretory system. I explained you the different parts of the circulatory system. The different parts of the circulatory system are the heart, blood and blood vessels. The heart is a muscular organ, that means it is a fleshy organ filled with lots of muscles. Then its size is about the size of a human's fist. This is the fist, and the size of the heart depends upon the size of the fist, and the work of the heart is to pump blood throughout our body, and it pumps blood throughout our body by contracting and relaxing. I explained you contract means to become smaller, and when the heart contracts, it releases blood. It throws blood throughout the body, and when it relaxes, the blood enters the heart. So by contracting and relaxing, the heart pumps blood to different parts of our body, and it is located to the left side of our chest between our lungs. Then we also discussed about the blood. Blood is a red fluid, and its work is to carry oxygen and nutrients to all parts of our body. After giving away the oxygen to all parts of the body, it also collects back the carbon dioxide from those parts and takes them to the heart to get the blood purified. That means it takes away the impure blood and gives the pure blood. And then we also read about the blood vessels. Blood vessels are the thin tubes which run from top to bottom inside our body. And there are three types of the blood vessels: the arteries, veins, and the third one is the capillaries. Capillaries are the smallest blood vessel. So the pure blood, the arteries and veins, they run throughout our body parallelly, and they are connected to each other with the capillaries. And the pure blood from the heart to all parts of the body is carried by the arteries. That means if we say the pure blood, that means the blood which is filled with oxygen is carried by the arteries from the heart to all parts of the body. Whereas the veins, they carry the impure blood. When we say the impure blood, that means that blood carries lots of carbon dioxide, which is a waste gas. So that blood is the carbon dioxide rich blood, whereas the blood which is carried from the heart to all parts of the body by the arteries is oxygen rich blood. And this exchange is carried on through the capillaries. These capillaries are very fine tubes which are connected to arteries and veins. The arteries transfer the pure blood, the oxygen rich blood, whereas the veins carry the impure blood, which is carbon dioxide rich blood. And the blood which contains oxygen is red in color, whereas the blood which contains carbon dioxide is either blue or black in color. So this was all about we read yesterday. Now we will discuss about how the blood flows in our body. In your book, on page number 71, you have a diagram which explains you how the blood flows throughout our body. As you can see, I have drawn this diagram. Here you can see the blue blood vessels and the red blood vessels. So the blue veins are the arteries, the blue veins are the veins, and the red one are the arteries. The arteries carry the pure blood, oxygen rich blood. So they are red in color, whereas the veins carry the carbon dioxide rich blood, which is impure blood. So here you can see, suppose this is the structure of a human body, and here we have the heart. In the whole body, the nerves run from top to bottom. So you can see here, from different parts of the body, the impure blood is carried to the heart at first. The impure blood, which is rich in carbon dioxide, CO2 rich blood. The short form of carbon dioxide is CO2. So this carbon dioxide rich blood is carried from different parts of the body to the heart at first. Okay. So which of the blood vessels will carry the impure blood? This blood will be carried by the veins. So these veins take the impure blood from different parts of the body to the heart, and from the heart this blood goes to the lungs. The heart pumps this blood to the lungs. As you can see here, the arrow over here directs towards the lungs. So the heart pumps this impure blood to the lungs, and here in lungs the carbon dioxide is removed from the blood, and then the blood becomes pure. That means now the blood contains oxygen, and then after purifying this blood, the lungs send this blood, pure blood, to the heart. And when this pure blood is sent to the heart pumps this pure blood to all parts of our body through the arteries. So this is the process in which the blood flows throughout the body. I am repeating it once again. At first, the blood from all parts of the body is sent to the heart through veins, and then the veins carry this impure blood, which is rich in carbon dioxide, to the lungs. The heart pumps this impure blood to the lungs. Here the lungs purify the blood. How does it purify the blood? It purifies the blood by removing carbon dioxide, and then the blood fills with oxygen. Now this blood is pure, and then lungs sends this pure blood to the heart once again. Now once again the heart is filled with the pure blood, and then this pure blood, as you can see, the red blood vessels, these are the arteries. The red veins over here are the arteries, and from these arteries the pure blood, which is rich in oxygen, goes to different parts of our body. This is what explained in this paragraph. And here you can see the fact 5. In our blood vessels, blood flows only in one direction. Why? Why does it flow only in one direction? Means when the blood is flowing, it will flow only in one direction. It will not flow back. It will flow back after passing from lungs. But it will never happen that it is flowing towards upward and then it will flow downward. No, it can never happen. Why? Why can it not happen? Because of the presence of valve. Now what is a valve? Valve is a device which controls the flow of air or liquid. So we have the valves present in the blood vessels which control the flow of the blood, and it can flow the blood only in one direction. It will never flow back. It will always run forward. It can never return back. So because of the presence of the valves present in the blood vessels, the blood flows only in one direction. So this was the whole process, how the blood flows continuously, and this process goes on continuously, and each part of our body receives pure blood, and from all parts of the body the waste blood is purified through lungs. So this was about the circulation of blood in the body. In the next video we will know about the heartbeat and pulse.